Hello everybody. Wanted to do I don't know why I feel the need to update all the time, but people seem to enjoy them. I actually enjoy giving you guys updates of what's going on, but we had two molts. One finished this morning and one was yesterday. This is the little one that finished this morning. This is the Brachypelma Amelia. This is the one that I haven't been able to get to eat in a while. Generally, both my Amelias they usually molt within relatively close proximity to each other. This one always molts first, and then the other one molts second. So I'm gonna have to I'm gonna check on that little one next. Well, this one is a little male, juvenile, probably in the 3-inch range. I would say 2 3/4 to 3 inch, somewhere in that area. So there's not going to get too much bigger. It didn't really grow much out of this molt, but the colors are definitely different. And as he hardens up over the course of the next few days, the colors will be a little bit more bold. He actually finished molting about, I don't know, a couple hours ago, 2-3 hours ago, maybe. Somewhere in that area. He flipped over and moved away. I grabbed the molt, sexed it. There is nothing in there. It looks female whatsoever. I'm just having horrid luck with brachypelmas. You know, the little males, they're fine because they live for a while anyway. But, you know, you just want to get that one confirmed female. I have the Brachypelma albopilosum hobbyform that in the last molt looked female, but they can be tricky sometimes because the male accessory organs sometimes fool you into believing that they're spermathecae. So until I actually confirm her, she's a suspected female. So out of the ones that I've actually been able to sex through molts so far, and again, a couple of them, you know, could change because they, you know, at that point, you know, the last molt, that the spermathecae may not have been even visible. But I'm pretty confident in saying that my Brachypelma hamori and this little guy here and the Brachypelma albopilosum nicaraguan are all male. I do have a suspected male Brachypelma albiceps, a suspected male Brachypelma schroederi. I think that's it as far as the ones that I believe are male or are male. And then I have, of course, the slings of classy. I have two real tiny albiceps. We have the other Brachypelma hamori that I don't know what it is. We have the Brachypelma sabulosum, which I don't know which that one is. I seem to be missing one for some odd reason. And I don't... Oh, the other Brachypelma albopilosum nicaraguan, that's still a sling. I'm not sure what that one is yet. And, of course, the two Brachypelma vagans. Now I suspect the vagans, the bigger one, to be a female because I got a ventral pick, but it was real quick and it wasn't really all that particularly great. So when that one molts, hopefully we'll get a female. But yeah, my luck with these guys has not been very good, and really as of late, other than confirming Cheeto was a female, which I already was pretty positive it was anyway. The only other one that's molted recently that's let me know it's actually a female has been the Ceratojaris darlingi. I haven't had a ton of molts over the last couple, well, you know, January and December, of course, because it's a little cooler here, so they tend to slow down, and I see that in their eating patterns. A lot of them aren't eating like they used to, and we still have a bunch that appear to be in pre-molt. You know, again, both of the Davus penilorus, I just wish those two would just molt so I can confirm. The male I'm pretty positive of. His molt was pretty thin and bare the last time. The female, I was pretty positive that she was a female too, but this next molt will definitely confirm that. You know, the Cereopagopus lividus that molted, the molt is still buried way down underneath. There's no way I could get to it, so I have no idea what that one is. Goodness, what else? I mean, there's so many that to me appear to be in pre-molt. I mean, the Salmopaeus cambridgei molted male, the Salmopaeus armenia molted male. I'm not having much female luck lately. So that's, this is one, I named it Haley after my daughter, and I'm just going to keep the name because Haley can be a boy's name too. I was going to change it, but I decided not to. We're just going to leave the name the same. So let me get the other little spiderling that molted not too long ago, and I'll show you that one. Okay, this is the other little one. She's still tiny. I'm going to call her she because I want to. This is the Homoioma species blue. This is the little tiny one. It's in the Matchbox car container. You can see the size of it based on, that's a water bottle cap from just a bottled water. You know, whatever it is. I don't know what we get, Deer Park or whatever it is. I'm not quite sure what the water it is that we buy around here, but you can see the size of it. It's still tiny, but it has molted successfully. Actually, I want to say this is the second, at least the second. It may have been the third molt since I've got it in. It's on a very quick pattern too. It seems about every 33 to 35 days this one's molted. Again, I'll go back and check my records, but I'm almost positive this is the third molt since I've got it in, which was November. So it molted pretty quickly in the middle of November, the end of December, and now the beginning of February. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it has been 3 times. It feeds once or twice and then molts. So both of them are successful. They're both moving around perfectly fine. You know, we'll wait a few more days for this one to eat, and then we'll wait another couple weeks for the Emilia to eat. We also had, and I'm not sure exactly remembering what other updates I did for you guys, but the Bumba cabocla molted a couple weeks ago. It actually fed the other day. And I'm looking at the Pteronachilus lugardi. Looks like it should be on the cusp of molting. It hasn't molted. Yeah, it did molt once since I've got it. Yeah, one time since I've got it. But I've had it for a while. I'm surprised it hasn't molted more than one time. So what I've been asked to do a couple different videos, and I'm not 100% sure what I want to do. I do want to do another video or two today. I'm going to recharge up this light. We're going to get Nikita off the table here and move her someplace so I can utilize this table. Even though I bought another one of these black tables just to use for filming when I'm filming on the other side of the room there. But if I can film right here, it's easier for me up against the dresser here, and I could sit on the edge of my bed here and do my filming. Anyway, I was asked to do another top 10 video, which would be, you know, my top 10 favorite species, because it's been a while since I've done it the last time, and I've got a lot of other tarantulas in since then. Some that have moved, you know, up higher in the echelon of my favorite tarantulas. And then I've also been asked to do like a top 10 old world, top 10 new world. Sometime in the middle of the year, I'll redo the video for my recommended beginner species of both New World and Old World. I know some people want to know what some better or easier to deal with beginner species that there are in the Old World realm of spiders. So what I planned on doing, there's going to be some bonus footage on the end of this video, which will be the Amelia, still flipped over on its back out of the molt, but you'll get a macro video of its fangs and a little bit of it moving. I think it's about a minute long, and then there'll be a small attached like 15-second video on the Poecilotheria or not, a little tiny sling taking down a little cricket. I'm also going to get working on the new enclosure for Salem, my Salmopaeus pulcher female. I bought a piece of cork slab to go on the back side, and I'm trying to figure out what cork tube I want to put in there. and then I need to drill holes, cut the lid, glue the hinges on, do all that happy stuff. So this is going to be over the course of this week. I'm going to be working on that. I think I'm going to try and cut that today, get the front cut. But so my plan for the videos today, while this one's uploading, I'll do some other odds and ends, but will be my top 10 favorite New World slings and my top 10 favorite Old World slings, if I can get them out. And that's the biggest problem with them, is a lot of the Old World slings, you can't see them, so it gets difficult, and that's why I'm so hesitant to do a top 10 Old World species sling or species video. Basically because most of my Old Worlds, other than the Poecilotheria, you can't even see them. A lot of them are all still small too, other than the Pteronochelys marinus, the two that I have. The Chilobrachys huahini, I think, is the next largest Old World species that I have, and that one's only about 2.5 to 3 inches long. Most of my bigger spiders are New World. Oh, I have the Serrata jar starlingi. That's 2.5 inches long. Matter of fact, she's sitting out on top right now. But yeah, there's so many things that people want me to do, and I'm going to try to do the best I can to appease as many people as I possibly can doing these videos. Yeah, I was just sorry. I'm just looking up and trying to figure out what I can do here. So that's probably going to be what I do. And then oh, look at that, the OBT's out, Chaos is out of her little burrow. There's also something interesting that we're doing. It's a collaboration between a bunch of it's still in the small and beginning phases of development, but we made a group on Facebook for just people that do YouTube videos about tarantulas and also reptiles, but they have to at least have tarantulas too. It's a collaboration to help us all do better videos, get information, because some people do videos a certain way, and some of us, especially me, I'm older, I don't have the experience with the technology that's out today, and even how to learn it in the time that I can to do these things. It's so much easier to have that resource all in one place. So we developed a Facebook group specifically just for us tarantula YouTube people to chat, do some collaboration work together, which we're planning right now. So I may miss some names here, but please go check these people out. They're all so far members of the group, and I hope I don't forget anybody, but I'm sure I'm going to. But it was a somewhat collaboration between Exotics Lair, Moss Tarantulas, and myself. Darren from Exotics Lair, he kind of talked to me about it, and I was like, let's get the ball rolling. And so he started the group, and so it's the three of us, and then we have Tarantula Cat, KC Tarantulas, Dave Scott is there, Edward Tyndale is there, Payne's Tarantulas is there. Oh, there's a reptile guy. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. Jeepers Creepers Tarantulas is there. We're trying to get more people from the UK over there, like Andrew's Tarantulas, Mark's Tarantulas. We're trying to get Tom Moran to join. Marilyn Moore is there. So this will be an area that we all can work together, and we're trying to figure out a way to do a collaboration video where, oh, there goes my light. part of the video, or let's say the first part of the video, would be like me. So I would do a video that would lead into a video done by the next person, and this way you would go through, a bunch of people's channels and then watch these different videos that all kind of tie together. We haven't decided or figured out what that topic might be yet. We were talking about doing a video that, if you guys watch the video between KC Tarantulas and Tom Moran, you should get this, trying to convince the other person that they need this spider in their collection, kind of a deal. So let's say I would start and I would go to Dave Scott and I would say, okay, Dave, you don't have this spider in your collection and this is why I think you should. So he would listen to the video and then he would do a video on why, or a spider that, let's say, Exotic's Lair doesn't have and he thinks that he should have, and so on and so forth down the line. We thought that would be kind of interesting for people, especially people that are subscribers to all of our video or all of our channels, that they can go over each different one and give you guys something different to do. You know, the videos would be somewhat short and compact, and then eventually we're going to do some collaborations where you know, a couple of YouTubers will work together on a topic. Like I said, Mike Farless and I are getting ready to work on the urticating hair video. He's going to do the 95% of the heavy lifting on that video, and I'm just going to do the Ephebopus part of it. So you'll see different things. Dave Scott and I had talked before about doing a collaboration. Tom Moran and I are going to do something later on in the year. I think us working together is going to be more interesting and more fun for some people. And eventually it's going to probably get to the point where everybody's going to be in front of the camera at some point in time. It's not anything that Exotic's Lair and I are pretty much against being in front of the camera. I just am not that I'm shy or I'm scared to do it. I just, at this point in time, I don't really want to. I don't have the right equipment and the right setup and the time to experiment with camera heights, camera angles, lighting, and all that other stuff. So yeah, look forward to that stuff, and we'll give you guys updates, and I'm sure that all the other people that are in that group will start doing updates on their channel to give you guys some ideas of what we have in store and what we're talking about. And then there's something new that Mike Farless is going to work on also from KC Tarantulas. It's a new server called Brave, and Brave is it's a way that if you use the server, I'm not sure if you have to actually use the server. He's going to do a video on the information about it, but it's almost the same aspect as doing ads on, like, you know, YouTube. So if you watch an ad and say I have the monetization on and you watch the ad and so many people watch the ad, then I would get a certain amount of money for advertising on my channel. This Brave is kind of like a virtual money kind of deal. So it would be set up, again, I don't know all the ins and outs about this, so I'm kind of just giving you what I think. So let's say that I go through Brave, and I'll just mention somebody that's a regular on my channel, Ed Goofler. Say Ed watches it and he wants to support the channel a little bit. All he needs to do is either watch an ad, or they can purchase what's called virtual money to support the channel, to help, whatever it may be, help buy better equipment, whatever it may be. So Mike Farless is going to do a video on that, which is going to be interesting. So it kind of gives us an idea of what we have to look forward to, but it will kind of bypass the whole YouTube monetization and the Patreon stuff. Because there won't be fees. It'll be basically you're watching ads, and with Patreon, I don't know a lot about Patreon, but I know if you donate money to a Patreon for, let's say, the Dark Den, if you donate $1 a month to him, I don't know how much he actually gets of that. Because there are fees involved with Patreon. Maybe it's 75 cents he gets and 25 cents goes to the other thing. This is a little bit different. So hopefully this will be something that is better for the people that do that stuff on YouTube, that have or need to do monetization or Patreons or stuff like that. So look forward to that stuff. But we're pretty excited about the whole collaboration part, trying to get as many of the tarantula YouTubers together. And anybody that's out there that watches my videos that has a channel that I didn't mention, or you're not even part of that group yet, please look me up on Facebook and send me a friend request, because it's the only way that we can get you in is by invitation only. I think you could actually join, but you have to have a YouTube channel. So I'd rather you guys message me so I could send that to you directly instead of just putting that out there for everybody just to go and try inundate that site with a bunch of membership requests. The little guy's going right to the water. See, I put water in there. Now he's going to go over to the water, which is good. Okay, so yeah. Okay, well, thanks for watching this again. I appreciate everybody's support. I'm still a few members or a few subscribers shy of 500. I really can't believe that 500 people actually want to listen to me talk as much as I do. So thanks again. We'll talk to everybody later. Have a great day and look forward to the next couple videos.